being placed.
Okay. Yes.
Is that now that?
Is that
where I'm placing it now, or?
well? Yeah. I mean, the attention can disengage. Is that what you're talking about? Disengage from the activity of the mind. Yes.
Yes.
Disengage. It can happen through many different ways. The main two ways that happened is through proper understanding of true identity, which is self-realization, so that when you understand who you are, you no longer need to pay attention to your mind, basically. Or it can happen through grace in the form of satsang or in a form of transmission, in which we can have a help, and then we can disengage from the mind. Yes. So it's a muscle, I call it, because what happens is that we think everything is connected in the sense that one thing will take to the other. But if you try to visualize, you are very good at mechanics, no? So when you go in a car from second gear to third gear, yes, there isn't anything like 2.5 gear, 2 3/4 gear, third gear. There is second gear and third gear. Yeah? And third gear is totally different than second gear. All right? Okay. This is the same. Disengaging from the thoughts, it's something like you press the clutch, take off you with me?
Yes.
Okay? And then you bring your attention to here and now, not to where you were. Where you were is second gear, and this gear is different. It's a gear that gives you self-awareness instantly, you see. So that's the muscle I've been saying. You have to learn to disengage. You have to learn whatever you're busy with, let go. In this moment right now, you become good at letting go, meaning you're not longer engaged in it. And particularly, you have to learn, and this is what is difficult about this, to disengage when it's not the right moment to disengage. Because what happens is that we think, okay, let's finish with this and then I disengage, yeah?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen like that. You have to disengage. That's the practice, You cannot, you cannot drive a car always in second gear. You understand?
Yes.
And the same happens with your attention. Your attention is in the eventful phenomenality that your mind is projecting. And that's like a program, like a television program. You're engaged in that. Okay?
Yeah.
The muscle, I call the muscle, is to disengage. To really understand that it's not important.
Okay.
Right now, as we speak, you can practice it. And then you understand the shift. Yeah? Do you understand? The same happens, if you extend your hand and you focus your eyes into the thumb, and then you focus your eyes in the background. Do it yourself now.
Yeah, I've done this before,
Yeah, and then the background. And then again the thumb. You feel the movement.
Yes.
Okay, similar to that is the movement in consciousness. This is a very practical advice. There's no philosophy around it. This is just disengagement. And you disengage from the thumb and you look the background. And it doesn't mean the thumb disappears. It's just not the main center of your focus. The focus is the background. And if you understand that, this is, no school will teach you this. You see? And this is something you will understand if you are advanced in the process of search within yourself, because it requires concentration. It requires quite good concentration. But if you get it, it's the key that will take you to eternity. You know, it takes you into eternity, and then you understand from there on that you are like actually looking from eternity into time, into phenomenality, into space and phenomena. Phenomena is all the descriptions about reality. Home is home. At home there isn't any description about reality. There isn't a reality. There isn't a world. There isn't someone. And there aren't individuals as such. Home is a place of peace that it also comes as a relaxation, yes? If you totally relax, you naturally disengage from the mind. Being engaged with the mind is not relaxed. Like driving for hours on second gear is not relaxed, is it? You know, you just feel it. It's just like something going on. Yeah. Well, until you learn this, you'd probably live your life in second gear, and then you just learn to. So now, as I'm saying it now, you make an effort now. Stop every effort. Completely stop every effort. Don't worry about where your eyes go. Don't make any effort. Breathe. You're not breathing.
Oh, yeah.
Ha! Breathe in. Yes. And out. Yes, that's right. And no effort at all. Let it all. I know the universe probably collapses if you don't take care of it. But let's let it collapse. Today we're going to let the universe collapse. It's the theme of the day. Yes. Let's make. We could start by the world, not to be very ambitious. Let's let the world collapse today. You still engage in something that you're looking for. Something.
Yeah, and I think that's the dilemma, because I have previous memory of complete disengagement, of complete freedom.
Mm.
I don't know what that is like, but so I understand what you're saying. And I think that is where the constant dilemma is there. Not a dilemma, that sounds too...
Yeah, but
it's
okay, no? It's natural.
Yeah,
it's natural.
yeah.
You don't need to worry about that.
Mm.
You know, it's just... It happens because what happens is that it's very subtle. And, you know... it's not an easy thing to get, you know? It's not logic. It's like learning to ride a bicycle, you know? It's not logic.
Mm.
You know, if you look, when you're a child, you look at the thin tires of a bicycle, you say, how can you on top of that and not falling, you know? No?
Mm.
And then you understand that pedaling is the secret. Yeah? All right?
Yeah.
And this is the same. Exactly the same.
Mm.
You still don't understand how it works, but you disengage. So, but the question is, what are you worrying about? What do you want? Let's talk about you. Tell me more about you. How are you?
I'm well.
I'm well. What do you need? I'd love to have a cup of tea. Yes, please. Thank you. Because I haven't had breakfast today. I've been working since 6 o'clock in the morning, doing satsangs in other places.
don't feel like I need anything.
You don't need anything, okay. But you need to learn that about the muscle. So what is?
Yeah, okay.
So you do need it.
Well, it doesn't feel like I need it.
Okay, well that's why you don't get it then.
Okay. But there is a wanting to know, or wanting that back what I saw, what in previous experiences.
Okay. Well, that's the thing, you see. That's one of the main obstacles in spirituality, that we have experiences and they create memories.
Mm.
And the memories are, as always, not accurate of the experience. The memories are always an aspect of the experience, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And within the attitude that needs to be developed within the seek and the search for peace is the attitude that nothing compares to the present, to the reality of now. You know, you're not going to trade this for a memory. You're not going to try to make the present moment equal to memory. Memories, what happens with the experiences is that they're composed of the inner moment within you, yeah, within relation with the environment you're in, aligned with the emotional world and many other so it's very difficult to compile those ingredients and create and recreate the same experience. You understand?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So basically, in freedom we don't chase experiences.
No.
Okay, that's a good deal. We can say that?
Mm-hmm.
In freedom we don't chase experiences. Experiences in freedom is kindergarten.
Mm.
You know, you can have amazing experiences, the mind opens and you feel, and you can hear, and obviously the senses, they increase. The capacity of capturing sensorial data increases. So you can become aware of lights that you're not used to see. You can become aware of shadows and colors and textures and sounds and smells. And you have an amazing experience of presence when your mind slows down. This is beautiful and it's a gift. Experiences are treated as gifts. But bless you, but it's not really nice to be hoping for a present, all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's when you get a present, it's nice, but you cannot be like,
no, yeah. And I'm not. I'm not like that.
yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You want the present. It's not that you are like that. That's very defining you. But in this moment, the attitude of your mind is searching for a past experience. And it has nothing to do with freedom.
Mm.
Freedom means presence. You're in love with the immediacy of your perception, not with the memory of your perception. It's a shift in love. You're in love with the immediacy. The immediacy. You know what that word means? Yeah? You're in love with this, not with that. That is memory. This is presence. You see? And then your love for presence is unquestionable. So then memories are thoughts. So your attention into the phenomenality of your thoughts is somehow abandoning what you love. You're abandoning the beloved. The beloved is this, the immediacy, the freshness. This, here and now. Here and now. Here and now, fresh. Completely here and now, not a dot of memory, you see? Very pristine and clear. Here and now, that's your love. And then you understand that, and then you're not going to change that for memories. But if you have to, you do it, okay? Like you need, in practical terms, you need to dive into your mind and memories for things. But you don't compromise, and you certainly don't watch programs you're not interested in, So I always come back to the point that it's a love affair, really. It's a love affair with reality. And if we don't fall in love with reality, see it, because the impositions we put on reality make it boring, so we think reality is boring. We have a memory that presence is boring and reality is boring. That happens a lot in people. So you have to be very clear about not being engaged with memories, because otherwise they become dull and not fulfilling in the sense that freedom has,
Mm-hmm.
So this is like immediate, you see. This, you understand?
Yeah.
Is here. It's not in thoughts. It's not in the memory. It's not in what I said a minute ago. It's not what I said 5 minutes ago. It's here now. Your attention is here now. And this is the muscle I'm talking about. It's a muscle. Like you just, because you had a habit for years of being engaged in your mind. You wake up in the morning and you're not engaged with your mind. And then your mind comes in and you engage with your mind. And you engage with your mind and you don't disconnect until the evening, So then in a way it's new for you. Isn't it? It's new for you. And within that, I encourage the context of exploration. So explore the identity within the capacity of being here and being focused in this moment. Just try to find out who you are. Try to understand. Try to really be honest with yourself and try to find out who you are. And see how you feel there. You see? See how you are. Now, here. Yes, now, here. Here and now. Here and now. Not any layers of memory. Not memory, no memory. Keep the freshness, fresh, not touching anything of the past, not touching anything of the future. And then you immediately, not touching anything of the past, not touching anything of the future. Here and now. And this is what I'm talking about. Consciousness, aware of itself, here and now. You need to rest, and this is the only place to rest. It's the only place to rest. The past doesn't let you rest. The future doesn't let you rest. The only place you can rest is the present, is the moment that is now. And you just disengage from everything else. This is a safe place for you to explore that. Everything is taken care of. You have a bed. Lunch has been made. You don't have to be busy at all, although you may like to think you need to be busy, but really you have nothing to do. Sorry about the news. You have nothing to do right now. Therefore, don't do it. If you've done nothing to do, don't do it, no? It's the same as if you have nothing to say, don't say it, no? If you have nothing to do, can you do nothing? Yes. Yes, can you do nothing for a moment, but quietly, relax. Do nothing. This goes against all the conditioning, yeah? All the post-war kind of having to build the whole civilization again conditioning. All the industrial revolution, shake it off your brain. All the shifts and the volunteering, all that is gone. Now We finish with all that, and we have nothing to do. How lovely. Yes. Nothing. 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 Yes, yes, yes. And this is what we love most, but we have it repressed. It's a repression we have everywhere in the world. If you go and say to somebody, I like to do nothing, nobody will approve it. They take you to psychologists, they think you're depressed, you know. They give you pills. But all you love is the bliss of truth, and that you feel it when you're doing nothing. And it doesn't mean what I'm suggesting now that you have to go to the retreat and quit everything and do nothing for the rest of your life. We're doing this as a parenthesis for you to have a depth into the understanding of where bliss is and how it operates within you. It's an invitation for an exploration. So I'm just, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing this with your mind as I speak to yourself. You understand? What's happening here is a multiple interaction. Yes? I'm talking to you and to your mind at the same time. I'm talking to you and to your mind at the same time, and at the same time I'm going to have a toast with butter and Marmite. This is something you can do when you master this, yeah? I mean, not the attention, the Marmite. I mean. Thank you. Yes, this is something you master. What do you call this sport?
Fencing. Fencing.
Fencing. Well, that's what I do with the mind. I'm opening. You understand? Yes.
Sorry,
I'm talking to you directly whilst I fence with both hands your mind, you know? and saying, that's what I'm doing. So I'm reassuring your mind that everything is going to be okay, because it's going to invent panics and reasons why not to do it, you know, all the time. Because the conditioning is very strong. The doer conditioning is very strong. The doer conditioning. It's almost a sin not to do anything. It's an insult. It's very badly seen. But it's the best thing in the world. And then what happens is that when you master this, you can do things and you don't feel you're doing them. So then you reach the center point. The third eye, you reach the place of the middle, like Buddha said. You're no longer not doing, you're not longer doing. You're doing and you're not doing at the same time. That's freedom. That's freedom. Don't confuse yourself with this. It's not as if you have to stay passive and not do anything for it. That's ignorance. It's not as if you have to work and do things. That's ignorance. Wisdom is to do and to not do at the same time.